Let's get real for a second. When it comes to women, the biggest mistake men make is ignoring the signs that are right in front of them. You see, women don't usually come out and say, "I don't respect you," or "I don't see you as a man I can build with." Instead, they drop words, hints, and little statements that reveal everything about how they truly see you. And if you don't pick up on those words early, you'll find yourself wasting time, money, energy, and emotions on a woman who doesn't deserve even a single ounce of your effort. The truth is, modern dating isn't forgiving. Men today face a tougher environment than ever before. You can't afford to be blind to the red flags, and you can't afford to hold on to a woman who's already shown you that she doesn't value you. That's why this conversation matters. It's not about hate, bitterness, or fear of women. It's about protecting yourself, your dignity, and your future. Think about it. How many times have you seen a man stick around after a woman has already told him, directly or indirectly, that she's not into him? How many brothers lose years of their lives because they ignored what a woman said, believing she would change later? That's not strength. That's self-destruction. What I'm about to share with you are clear warning signs. 5 specific things a woman will tell you that should make you walk away immediately. No hesitation, no bargaining, no trying to prove yourself, just walk away. Because when a woman shows you with her words where her mind is, believe her. Listen carefully, because once you know these signs, you'll never be fooled again.
1. I'm not ready for anything serious. Brother, when a woman looks you in the eye and says, "I'm not ready for anything serious," that's not just small talk. That's her giving you the truth about where you stand in her life. Don't get it twisted. She's not confused. She's not unsure. She knows exactly what she's telling you. You're not the man she wants to commit to. This statement is dangerous because it sounds innocent. Many men hear it and think, okay, maybe she just needs time. If I stick around, if I show her I'm different, if I prove myself, she'll eventually see me as the right guy. That's the trap. What's really happening is she's putting you in the category of men she doesn't see as long-term material. You become the maybe guy, the backup plan, or the time filler until the man she truly desires shows up. You've got to understand the psychology behind it. When a woman meets a man she's genuinely drawn to, she doesn't think about timing, schedules, or whether she's ready. Attraction overrides everything. She'll make herself ready. She'll move things around in her life. She'll even change her priorities just to have him. That's what happens when her emotions are truly engaged. So when she tells you she's not ready, what she's really saying is, "I'm not ready for you." And once you hear that, you need to respect yourself enough to step back. Because if you don't, you'll end up being the guy who takes her out, listens to her problems, gives her attention, maybe even pays her bills, while she's waiting for another man to text her back. Don't waste your energy trying to turn her "not ready" into "I'm ready now." The more effort you put in, the more she'll take you for granted. Women don't suddenly wake up one day and decide to value the man they've already labeled as temporary. They only respect the man who respects himself enough to walk away when he's not being chosen. Brother, hear me clearly. If she says she's not ready, don't argue, don't debate, and don't convince. Just leave. Because your time, your energy, and your future are too valuable to spend on someone who's already told you she can't give you what you want. 2. You deserve better. Brother, the moment a woman tells you, "You deserve better," you need to take that as your cue to walk away. At first, it might sound kind, even caring. Some men hear it and think she's being humble, or maybe she's dealing with something and just needs reassurance. But let's be real. That phrase is not a compliment. It's a dismissal wrapped in soft words. When a woman tells you, "You deserve better," she's saying, "I don't see myself giving you the respect, effort, or loyalty you're looking for." She already knows she's not going to treat you the way you want to be treated, and instead of directly rejecting you, she's passing the responsibility back to you. She's letting you down gently, But here's the truth. She's already decided in her mind that you're not the man she wants to fully invest in. Think about it. Women don't tell the men they truly desire, "You deserve better." No, they'll fight to keep that man, even when they know they're flawed. They'll say, "I don't want to lose you," or "I'll work on myself." But if she's telling you that you deserve better, what she really means is, "I don't see a future here, and I want you to make the exit easier for me." Now here's where a lot of men fall into the trap. Instead of leaving, they stay. They hear those words and think it's their job to prove she's wrong, to show her that she's worth it, that he doesn't want better, he just wants her. But what happens? The more he tries to prove himself, the less respect she has for him. Because deep down, she already knows she doesn't see him as the man she truly wants. You've got to understand something. When a woman says you deserve better, she's testing whether you respect yourself enough to walk away. If you stay, you show her that you're willing to accept crumbs. You tell her that your self-worth depends on her validation, and once she sees that, any chance of attraction dies instantly. So don't play games with yourself, brother. Don't take her words as a challenge. Take them as the truth. If she says you deserve better, believe her. Pack your pride, keep your dignity, and walk away without looking back. Because the right woman won't tell you that you deserve better, she'll do everything in her power to prove she is better. Respect your time. Respect your energy. Respect yourself. If she doesn't see your value, she doesn't deserve your presence. Simple as that. 3. Let's just be friends. Brother, when a woman hits you with the line, "Let's just be friends," that's the end of the road. Don't overthink it. Don't try to find hidden meaning in it. She's not confused. She's not waiting for you to prove yourself. She's being direct in the softest way possible. She doesn't see you as the man she wants to give herself to. Now, here's the harsh truth most men don't want to hear. Friendship is never what you came for. You weren't investing your time, your energy, your emotions, and maybe even your resources just to end up in her friend zone. That's not what you signed up for. When a woman tells you she wants to be just friends, what she's really doing is stripping away the romantic and masculine role you wanted to play in her life and replacing it with a supportive background role. Understand this clearly. When a woman is truly attracted to a man, the last thing she wants is friendship. She wants his attention, his time, his presence, and his leadership. She wants to be chosen by him, and she wants to be seen as his woman. Attraction doesn't lead to friendship. It leads to pursuit, intimacy, and commitment. So when she says, "Let's just be friends," you have two choices: stay and accept a role you never wanted, or walk away with your dignity intact. Sadly, many men choose the first option. They stick around, hoping that being her friend will one day turn into something more. They become her therapist, her emotional sponge, her backup ride, her go-to guy when the men she actually wants aren't giving her attention. And what happens? Months, even years, go by, and she never once sees him as the man she truly desires. Brother, you've got to respect yourself enough to know when the game is over. You are not a consolation prize. You are not a filler until the real man shows up. If she puts you in the friend zone, it's because she doesn't see you in a romantic or masculine way, and once you're in that category, it's almost impossible to climb out. Don't let desperation fool you into believing that patience will change her mind. If she wanted you, she wouldn't risk losing you by putting you in the just friends box. The right woman doesn't want to be your friend. She wants to be your partner. So when she says, "Let's just be friends," smile, nod, and walk away. Don't get angry. Don't beg. Don't argue. Just remove yourself from the situation and keep moving. Because the woman who sees your value will never settle for friendship. She'll want all of you. 4. I need space. Brother, When a woman tells you, I need space, that's not just a casual request. That's a red flag waving right in front of your face. She's creating distance. And distance in relationships is never random. It's intentional. She's already pulling back emotionally. And once she tells you this, it usually means her feelings have shifted. Here's the reality. When a woman is genuinely into a man, the last thing she wants is space. She craves his presence. She wants to hear from him, spend time with him, and feel his energy around her. A woman who is attracted and invested doesn't ask for space. She asks for more of you. So when she says she needs space, what she's really saying is, my attraction for you has dropped, and I need distance to figure out what I actually want. And most of the time, what she's figuring out is how to detach from you completely. Now, this is where a lot of men get it wrong. They hear those words and immediately go into panic mode. They start texting more, calling more, showing up more, trying to close the gap she's intentionally creating. But the more you chase, the faster she runs. Instead of pulling her back, your actions push her further away, and before you know it, she's emotionally gone while you're still fighting to prove yourself. You've got to recognize that I need space is rarely temporary. It's almost always the soft launch of a breakup. She may not want to say, I'm done, but she's preparing you for the separation. She's easing her way out while keeping the door slightly open, just in case you don't explode with anger. That's why she frames it as space instead of it's over. But don't let that fool you. Brother, the strongest move you can make in this situation is to give her exactly what she asked for. Permanent space. Not as a trick, not as a strategy to make her miss you, but as a statement of self-respect. If a woman needs space away from you, then she doesn't value being close to you. And if she doesn't value your presence, she doesn't deserve it. Think of it this way. You are not an option. She gets to put on pause while she figures herself out. You are not a toy she can put back on the shelf until she feels like playing again. You're a man with value, and your time is precious. So when she says, I need space, take that as your signal to exit completely. No arguments, no negotiations, no waiting around. You don't beg someone to stay close when they're pushing you away. You respect yourself enough to walk and never look back. Because the right woman will never ask for space from a man she truly desires. She'll want to be closer every chance she gets. 5. I'm just not attracted to you like that. Brother, this one stings the most, but it's also the most straightforward. When a woman tells you, I'm just not attracted to you like that, she's laying her cards on the table. There's no hidden meaning, no mixed signals, no puzzle to solve. She's telling you directly that she doesn't feel the spark, the pull, or the desire that makes a relationship possible. And as painful as it may be, you need to respect it and move on immediately. A lot of men make the mistake of thinking attraction can be negotiated. They think if they show how nice they are, if they provide, if they give her attention and prove how loyal they'll be, then eventually she'll see them differently. But here's the truth. Attraction is not logical. It's emotional. It's instant. Either it's there or it's not. And once a woman has decided she doesn't feel that pull toward you, nothing you do will force her to see you differently. Understand this. Women don't grow attraction out of pity. If she doesn't feel it, she won't magically develop it because you tried harder. In fact, the harder you try, the less attractive you become in her eyes. Desperation kills attraction. Begging for her attention only proves to her that you don't have options, that you don't respect your own value, and that you're willing to settle for a situation where you're clearly unwanted. Brother, I know it's tough to hear those words. No man wants to feel rejected. But rejection is not the end of you. It's the beginning of clarity. Because the moment she tells you she's not attracted to you like that, She's freeing you from wasting your time, energy, and emotions on a woman who is never going to give you what you want. Here's the empowering part. When you walk away from that situation, you reclaim your dignity. You remind yourself that you don't have to convince anyone of your worth. The right woman won't need convincing. She'll see you and feel it immediately. She'll want your time, your presence, your attention without hesitation. You won't have to prove anything because her attraction will already be there. So don't fight against reality. Don't beg, don't argue, and don't try to flip her no into a yes. Respect her honesty and walk away with your pride. Because the more you linger, the more you lower your own value. But the faster you move on, the faster you put yourself in position to meet a woman who truly sees you as the man she desires. Brother, hear me clearly. Never settle for being tolerated. If she's not attracted to you, she's not the one for you. Don't try to change her mind. Change your environment. 6. You're like a brother to me. Brother, if a woman ever tells you, you're like a brother to me, it's over. That's not affection. That's a death sentence for attraction. She has completely stripped you of any masculine or romantic role in her life and placed you in the family category. And once you're in that zone, there's no way out. Let's be real. No man invests time, effort, and energy into a woman just to end up being called her brother. That's not a compliment. That's a downgrade. What she's telling you is, I feel no desire, no spark, no pull toward you. You've been demoted from a potential partner to a safe, non-threatening presence in her life. You're someone she can lean on emotionally without ever having to give you the intimacy, respect, or commitment you want. This is one of the most dangerous traps men fall into. Instead of walking away when they hear those words, many men convince themselves that being close, even as a brother, is better than losing her completely. They stick around, hoping that one day she'll wake up and see them differently. But brother, that day never comes. Women don't suddenly switch from brother to lover. Once she's categorized you as family, attraction is dead. Think about it. When a woman is truly attracted to a man, she never calls him her brother. She doesn't want to blur those lines. She wants him as her man, not her sibling. So when she labels you that way, it's her polite way of saying, I'll never see you in the way you want me to. And if you ignore that, you set yourself up for years of frustration. The problem is, many men stay because they don't want to lose access. They enjoy being around her. They enjoy the connection. And deep down, they're still holding on to the fantasy that maybe, just maybe, something will change. But while you're wasting time in that fantasy, she's giving her real energy and affection to another man, the one she actually desires. Brother, you need to respect yourself too much to ever accept that label. You're not her sibling and you're not her emotional pillow. You're a man with value, and the right woman will see that. She'll look at you with desire, not with the eyes she uses for family. So when she calls you her brother, don't laugh it off. Don't embrace it, and don't pretend it's harmless. That's your cue to cut ties, not with anger, not with bitterness, but with self-respect. Because the longer you stay in that position, the more you kill your own confidence. Walk away, brother, because the woman who truly sees you as a man won't ever confuse you with family. She'll make it clear she wants you as her man, period. 7. I don't see a future with you. Brother, when a woman tells you, I don't see a future with you, that's the final curtain call. That's her telling you directly that in her eyes, you're not the man she envisions building a life with. And when a woman can't picture a future with you, every ounce of effort you put in becomes wasted energy. This statement cuts deep because it leaves no room for confusion. She's not saying she needs time. She's not saying you're like a brother. And she's not saying she just wants space. She's flat out telling you that she doesn't view you as a long-term option. And brother, you need to believe her. Here's the problem. Many men hear these words and still don't walk away. Instead, they go into overdrive, trying to convince her that they are worthy of her future. They start making promises, showing more effort, proving their loyalty, and even bending over backwards just to change her mind. But let me be blunt. Once a woman has decided that you're not the man she sees herself with, nothing you do will alter that image. Attraction and respect don't grow from pressure. They fade even faster. Understand this. When a woman meets a man she truly desires, her mind immediately projects into the future. She starts imagining what life would be like with him, what their children might look like, how it would feel to introduce him to her family. Women do this naturally when their emotions are fully engaged, so if she tells you she doesn't see a future with you, that's her way of saying, "My emotions don't run deep enough for you." Now, this is where your self-respect comes in. You are not a placeholder. You are not a stepping stone she uses until the man she really wants shows up. If she doesn't see a future with you, then what she really sees is temporary benefit. A man who entertains her, supports her, or gives her attention until her true choice arrives. Don't let yourself be that man. Brother, the best move you can make when you hear those words is to thank her for her honesty and remove yourself completely. Don't argue. Don't beg. Don't try to prove her wrong. Because your future isn't tied to convincing someone else to believe in it. It's tied to a woman who already sees you as part of it without hesitation. Remember, the right woman won't hesitate to include you in her vision of the future. She'll talk about it. She'll invest in it. She'll show you through her words and actions that she wants to build with you. That's the kind of woman you deserve. So when she says, "I don't see a future with you," take it as clarity, not rejection. Walk away with your dignity, because your future is too valuable to waste on someone who doesn't want to share it with you. Brother, the words a woman speaks are powerful. They reveal exactly how she sees you, and if you're paying attention, they'll save you from heartbreak, wasted years, and shattered confidence. When she tells you she's not ready, that you deserve better, that she just wants to be friends, needs space, isn't attracted, sees you like a brother, or doesn't see a future, believe her. Don't argue. Don't wait around. Respect yourself enough to walk away, because the right woman won't speak those words. She'll make it clear she wants you in her life. Value yourself, and the right one will too.